Because something happens when you wire up 10 billion people, and something extraordinary happens.
January 12th, 2010. Zubin, the visionary behind the walk, brings together a group of innovators to discuss transformative experiences through cutting-edge technology. This is Shiftshaping.
If you really want to make a major change in the social fabric of humanity, go through entertainment. And so that's where I would just like to start just briefly, is that on my vision, I've been moving towards creating a new entertainment medium in the world called entertainment. Entertainment no longer becomes passive, but it becomes interactive, it becomes participatory. It becomes where you yourself get to participate in the co-creation. And the walk is mainly to be a vehicle for not only transformation, but to showcase existing solutions right now, and to be able to educate and to give people hope for what's potential in the future.
I envisioned going around the world, gathering the most meaningful sensory records of sight, sound, food, scent, and music, and creating packages that can be used to journey people to extraordinary places without having to go anywhere. And as we get older, our memories tend to become impaired. And I believe that it's possible for us to create experiences that are profoundly deep, meaningful, positive, and deeply anchor them.
How can we take people on these journeys? So somebody or a group creates a basic structure that becomes the software. Each person the program would be completely different for. In the future, you come back again, you may pick up where you left off. If they're relaxed, let's take them to a place and show them something. Now let's take them to a great, you give them, we were talking about the aha moments earlier, and have that moment, and then a completely new scent that they've never smelled. It's created for that aha moment. And that maybe is repeated numerous times through the experience. Maybe you leave and you take a little vial of that with you that can bring you back to that important moment. In all cases, it's a journey. You go off not through virtual reality, but virtual unreality, personal reality.
Every person could be connected to every other person in one way or another. We could have as much connectivity as we wanted. We could pass as much or as little information back and forth. So for the first time, we could grow memory and control it. The fantasy that I've had on the children's education side is we give these new tools to the world as part of teaching children about the machines. We don't teach the children that they're Bill Gates' machines or HP's machines or even iPhones. They're machines. They've got these principles. Teach the principles and then turn the kids into writing the new operating system. Let the children of the world write the new software.
But now we're confronted with a very liberating technology that allows us to unfold into a new era in human economic activity. You can live anywhere. You don't have to join any corporation. You can just be yourself, and you can talk to everybody in the entire world. But there are difficulties in using that system, and so we designed a system to overcome those difficulties. So suddenly you have a multi-million-dollar system. Any 13-year-old girl in Brazil or 22-year-old boy in Beijing can use, no expense, so there's no barrier to getting your ideas out. Ultimately, now you can see it's a direct relationship between a creator and its community, and of course it's bi-directional. So you may be taking something that I created, doing something with it, doing something more with it, and it spreads and it just starts bouncing all over the planet. And then you've got yourself the mechanism or the framework that could actually host a global renaissance and actually reward the creators for their actions.
We're at a civilization zero at this point, okay? Because we can't even harness the energy of our own planet.
We live in a sea of energy, therefore we don't recognize it.
We've been trying to do some work on ambient energy. We came up with what we call the Walden Amplified Magnetic Motor, which is a system rare earth permanent magnet that auto-rotates and provides continuous magnetic to mechanical to electrical energy, and it degrades after 94 years.
I would expect Zubin to create not only for those that are in his theaters, but to also create a sense of well-being and an improved environment where they are being made well in ways that they don't even realize that they're being made well. They're going to feel better when they're in the environment, and then when they leave and go back to the rest of the world, the healing process will have already started within them. Walt Disney always believed in uplifting his audiences. I think entertainment holds the answer.
There's no question in my mind that we're in this major shift that's taking place right now.
With the combination of all of our thoughts and all of the projects that I hear you all bringing forward, if we help each other,
We're going to create a world of such inspiration, hope, and healing, taking people on these journeys that really, when you look at the pulse of what do humans really need, and if we just give them that frequency field of what they really need, opening of the heart, being able to feel their own loving nature, incredible healing comes from that, and connectivity.
Putting these ideas into virtual form, suddenly they're accessible by 4 billion people. The revolution of evolutionary technology is not stopping at all. I mean, it's so powerful.
It's about synergy now. If we're going to make this shift, we need to know what each other's doing and how we can assist each other. That's what's going to make it happen now.